It's 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff show. Don't understand what's going on every single solitary moment of the weekends that we seem to have here in Nashville, Jeff. There's always something that's going on.
Yeah, and I think from here until November, we're going to see a lot more craziness politically and with things that are happening. We saw, of course, the huge news yesterday that a lot of people had suspected. But it became, you
put something up on Friday.
Yeah, I did. I had a story up. There were rumors about it that the president was going to leave the race, and that was last week. And right on point, I think the story said Sunday as well. And he wound up doing just that. Not that he, I'm sure, left willingly, but leave he did, yes.
So we have a lot to talk about today. Obviously, we'll get into that. We'll also talk about they're calling it Puffy Coca-Cola. Okay, this is the ultimate fat person drink. All right, it is the fattest drink that you could ever have, and I just want to know if you would even try it.
Well.
It's just fat.
We were talking about this morning as we were sitting in the Dunkin' drive-thru, and when you pull up sometimes and you could see people's order that was previous to you, it felt like one of those, like how much sugar does a human need in a drink? And it doesn't mean that the drinks come with all that sugar, but when you add 55 pounds of sugar cane to your drink in the morning, you are going to crash at some point,
Absolutely. So we'll talk about that. Also, there was a 1 in 30 million thing that happened in the city of Asheville. 1 in 30 million. I will tell you about that coming up in the 7 o'clock hour and also in the 7 o'clock hour. Ladies and gentlemen, Weird Al still has it.
Weird Al has nothing.
Weird Al still has it.
All right. Weird Al.
Weird Al still's got it.
All right. He has no sugar. There's no nothing. There's no fat guy drink. He's a nothing burger, okay? You get a burger, you order it, it's just bread. He's just bread. That's it. There's nothing on it.
Weird Al's album came out.
Right.
It's spectacular. We'll go through it. Yeah. He had great polka spins on all the greatest tunes of the past 10 years.
He's whole wheat bread. You don't really want it, but you feel like if you get it, that you're going to feel better than when you get it and you make the sandwich and it's just whole wheat bread. That's what he is. It's just... Well, just give me the giant white, but we can't. Not with Weird Al.
Let the audience decide. I promise you will stand with me.
This could be. I mean this as, with deep inside of my soul. This could be possibly the worst Weird Al song that he's ever come up with, and it's over.
You don't understand a polka. That's your problem.
Listen, Yankovic. Pull a Biden, okay? Step out.
Speaking of, we'll also talk about a girl who lived in a senior center.
Well, that sounds like a dream.
105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff show. I'm going to say this, okay? If you're going to go on a high-speed chase with a baby, you might want to just... I don't know. Leave the baby at home.
Well,
that's kind of my thing. You want to high speed chase it? Just leave the baby at home.
Well, look, leave the baby at home. 1, 2. What's the point in streaming it live as you do it? That's pretty pointless as well. None of it's going to end properly for you.
Well, you're going to, like you said, you're going to get caught.
Right.
It's evidence against you. And I will say this. We have, for opening audio, one very stupid person, but dare I say, one very, very smart person.
What a combo.
What a combo. What a combo.
It's time for opening audio here on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. A fun, funny way to start your day on 105.9 The Mountain.
So a man decided to live stream him escaping from the police or running on a police chase with a baby, obviously freaking out the mom. Here is the stupid man to start off opening audio.
Bro, just pull over and put your hands up, bro. My baby Oftentimes in situations like these, the bad guys use the baby as a shield. It's a great moment of cowardice that when you witness it, it pumps the brakes on everything. As a father, you just can't put yourself in that position as a good father. So when you see a father do that to their child, it strikes a chord in you that you want to make sure that you do everything in your power to bring this guy to justice.
So, using your baby as, I guess, a shield, so that the cops would go away from you when, I don't get it.
Well, and half the time, it's really like these minimal charges that is happening, right? So
right, it was probably like, what did he probably stole a lighter.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he had to have a couple of Bics.
Right.
So
he took some Bics.
And then they're after him, right. And Ritz bits crackers.
Right.
And then they're chasing him down, and he's running away. Then he adds 57 charges onto a simple, hey, can you just return the lighter? That's the mindset.
You're right. It's not the guy who robs the bank.
Yeah,
it's not the guy who goes into like the Federal Reserve and tries to steal gold. You're right. It's the guy who goes, orders a meal at Bojangles, says leg thigh fry me, and then bam, walks out.
Yeah, generally, if you notice, like serial killers usually give up pretty easily, right? They do. I mean, if you think about every serial, they get you. We know it's you, and you either confess or they have the evidence.
BTK just was like, yeah, look, I'm BTK. You got me.
Yeah, Gacy just strolled in, sat down, had
I'm
a convo.
Pogo the Clown.
Right, Pogo wasn't going anywhere. He wasn't running away.
Pogo couldn't run anywhere anyway.
Yep.
The point is that if you're going to steal a Bic, leave a baby.
Yeah.
Instead of save a horse, ride a cowboy, steal a Bic, leave a baby.
I like it. Make a T-shirt.
It's time for opening audio here on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. A fun, funny way to start your day on 105.9 The Mountain.
Which brings me to my geniuses. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever thought about, and maybe this is more for the lady listeners, but men too, especially if you got some money, you might hear a lady outside of your house saying, hey.
Yeah.
Sweet pea.
Sweet pea, huh?
Oh, call me
this poor lonely lady.
Yeah. All right,
you've had some life experiences, pal.
I have. Yeah. I got to tell you. So when I hear sweet pea, you might want to listen up, because these women actually, believe it or not, had a great idea.
I like your house and I want to be your wife. But if you're married, don't call me. Do you see my number? Wait, there's a camera right here. Wait.
Oh, yeah. Wait, show the number. Show your phone.
Calling.
When the dating apps don't work, so you just find a mansion.
I hear him.
I'm going to be calling the police if you don't leave. We have armed security in our neighborhood.
Oh, there's a woman. We gotta go. Sorry, are you the wife?
The wife of who?
Who are we talking to?
So in essence, what they did was they went to a very, very wealthy upscale area, where there's 700, Biltmore estates, and they just decided to scream at, if any man was single, and they were holding their phone number up on a sign. Now, granted, they didn't meet anyone, but I really think if they just keep going with it.
Keep at it.
I think if they keep at it, I think they're going to find them.
Prowl some neighborhoods.
That's it, just prowl.
Just be a prowler.
A prowler.
That's how you find love these days and do it. Eventually one of those situations isn't going to work out well for you.
Look, you said it in the JNN last week. Plenty of Fish was down.
It was part of the crowd strike thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So the airlines were down.
Maybe this is why.
The Plenty of Fish was... What do you mean? This
is why. Plenty of Fish was down, so they decided to do this instead.
That's what I'm saying. So instead of going on Plenty of Fish, and again, what executive... What high-powered, wealthy man's on POF? He's going to be on Raya or something that you can't get on. So you just go to his house, hold up your phone number, and wear a tankini. What are those things that are called with the really, really tiny little triangles, just, right over the...
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The
super revealing ones, but not fully revealing.
Right, basically. Yeah, they're just be like string bikinis.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? The triangle bikinis.
Look, it starts with them wearing that, and then you're going to get ones that come up in one pieces, and then it's just going to be a whole mess. And then you just never know what you're going to get. There's somebody in there.
Well, I'd take the one that came up nude.
Listen, you got to be careful these days. Somebody's going to holler a sweet pea at you.
You're going to
invite them in. Things are going to head forward, and then you're going to get a little surprise. Right?
No sleep till the Rizzo and Jeff Show. One is older and wiser. The other's life fell to pieces, and his fiance is out of glue. Yeah, you get what you get. Here's to hoping we made the right decision. Weekdays, 6 to 10 a.m. on 105.9 The Mountain.
105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock. This, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. If anyone asks you if you want a puffy Coca-Cola, say no. Just say no.
Well,
just say you're large and in charge and looking for chickies, and I'm glad for you, sir or ma'am.
Listen.
But I'm not large and in charge.
Well, you are. Maybe there's people that enjoy being large and in charge.
Listen, I'm just saying, it's a little much, Jeff.
The big community is it's a special place, and when you're a part of it, you understand the plight of the big, and you walk, you see each other, maybe you're in the mall, you're doing a walk.
Do you do a nod?
You do a walk and a jog. It's a wog.
A wog,
and
right.
You do a nod. You just understand it. You respect them, okay?
So it's sort of like, and see, I can't relate to this, but is it sort of like the bald guy code?
Does that happen to you?
Oh, the bald code?
Yeah.
Yeah, you nod the balds.
Do you?
It's a bald nod. You do the bald nod.
All right, I've never noticed you doing it, but yeah, I'm not a part of that, so...
You're not but you would never notice, but right. A bald guy sees me, I see him, and I'm just like...
You connect one of those, huh?
I give him a what's up.
Like you're on the streets of Compton. All right.
Like sup, bro.
All right.
Like Eazy-E, right? Back in the day. So anyway, this has gone viral. I'll explain to you exactly the ingredients, but the puffy Coca-Cola is making its rounds on social media, and people are actually trying this.
We're gonna make a fluffy Coca-Cola.
You're gonna start with your cup and your marshmallow fluff and spread it all in your cup.
Now you put the good ice in here.
Time to add our Coca-Cola. Your mama doesn't want to pop the thing, mess up her nails.
I always break a nail if I do that.
Pop in our straws and give it a taste. Give it a little stir. And cheers.
And cheers.
And it gets kind of creamy. What do you rate our fluffy soda?
Oh, I like it.
I give it a 10.
I'm going to give it a 10, too.
Now, this was created by a North Carolina grandmother and her granddaughter. The ingredients in the puffy Coca-Cola.
Fluffy.
Oh, excuse me. The fluffy Coca-Cola is pilk. Do you know what pilk is?
Isn't that something that I don't know, isn't it like Pepsi and milk?
It would be Pepsi and milk with a little bit of a cup that is drenched in mallow. So you take your cup and you fill it with fluff on the sides, on the top, on the bottom.
Uh-huh.
You put a little bit of Coke in there, all right, with cake crumbles and sprinkles.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. Fluff is something that regular people don't purchase. Like
Fluffernutter?
It's a big community enjoyment, and Fluffernutter and peanut butter sandwiches are basically, what are eaten. I know this. I had a friend. He was larger, and we used to go over his house, and he would take the fluff. It would be sitting right there on the counter. Big jar of fluff. And he would just make fluff and peanut butter sandwiches. I mean,
so wait. Fluffernutter, you're talking about the white container.
Correct.
Right? And it's marshmallow spread? Is that what it is? It's mallow spread?
That's exactly what it is.
So,
and then, yeah.
So there's not a person under, let's think, 250 pounds that has fluff in the house?
No, not one. It's basically like just corn syrup, sugar, vanilla, like all of it. It's just mallow and a mess, and you just eat it. And sometimes what he would do is he'd get it in there and get it on a big, thick piece of sourdough and then put it into the microwave for a little bit just so you could get it
melty
to melty
fluff?
a little bit. Yes.
So could you do like a s'mores with fluff? Make a s'more with it?
Well, in a sense, it's a peanut butter kind of s'mores kind of thing going on just without the chocolate. But I'm sure... there's all kinds of creations you can come up with it when you're making a sandwich.
Is there anyone out there, okay, anyone out there that is under 300 pounds that has fluff in their
pantry.
In their pantry.
Right.
Because you don't refrigerate fluff, do you?
I don't think. No, you probably don't, because then it'll get hard and it won't spread.
Right, it won't spread, right? Okay, I see. 828-240-1059. We have Soaky Mountain Water Park tickets all week long for participating, texting, Facebooking, whatever. There's got to be somebody, and I just want to talk to one who's under. I'll 250.
But what do you want to know? You call up, tell us your weight, and then let's start with that.
If they call, then it's an admission of I'm under 250.
Okay, all right.
So you call, you're under 250. I want to know why you have fluff. Okay, I just want to know the reason. Whether you're Grandma Emma, you got 65 grandkids.
I don't want to hear.
Whether you're Johnny and you love fluff or nutter. Maybe you're just a nutter.
Okay. All
right. 828-240-1059. We have Soaky Mountain Water Park tickets. The point is, don't fluff your drink.
Who did it? Who did it over the weekend? Who just decided?
Nobody fluffed.
Nobody
fluffed, Jeff.
Nobody's looking. I'm going to unscrew that jar, take a spoon. I'm going to have a spoon of fluff. Who are you?
Tell me!
The Rizzo and Jeff Show is Asheville's newest and, well, that's pretty much all we can say about it right now. Asheville's newest morning show. Weekdays, 6 to 10 a.m. on 105.9 The Mountain.
Save big at the Blossman Gas White Goods Sale, Friday, July 26th, from 10 till 7. Get up to 15% off Rinnai on-demand water heaters, gas ranges, kitchen appliances, and commercial-grade gas dryer and washer sets.
Ask about their easy financing options.
Need propane? Get $10 20-pound tank fills the day of the event. Limit 3 per customer.
And enter to win a Rinnai propane-only on-demand water heater valued at $1,200.
It's the Blossman Gas White Goods Sales Event.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff Show. So let me get this straight. You're a fluffer nutter?
I'm a fluffer nutter. I love fluff in my hot chocolate. It's a New England thing.
Is it? Okay.
Wait, fluff is that where it originated, fluffer nutter?
Yeah. My brother sent me a box of all things from New England, and he sent me a container of fluff.
Okay, so now here's the thing. We're from up north up there originally, but I've never fluffer nuttered.
You've seen it in the aisles, but you never made the purchase.
I grew up with fluffer nutters as a kid.
You did?
Uh-huh.
What do you put fluff? What do you put?
Fluff on toast is delicious. It's just this marshmallow fluffy dream.
It's a marshmallow fluffy dream. And you're under 250. I know you are.
Well, thank you for knowing that.
I know you're under 250. So you don't think it's a fat guy or gal food? You just think it's a regular food?
It's a regular food. I put it in my hot chocolate in the wintertime, and in my hot chocolate I put espresso vodka.
Espresso vodka, hot chocolate, and fluffer nutter, huh?
Wow. That sounds like a good night.
I'll tell you what, I gotta hang out with you in the wintertime. All right, thank you for the call. All right, I'll tell you what, coming up, we are going to be talking about a girl who lives in a senior center. And, Jeff, pretty sexy.
I got to tell you, you think it sounds bad, but maybe it's not as bad as it sounds.
We'll talk about it coming up. It's the Rizzo and Jeff Show, 105.9 The Mountain.
Text a message to Rizzo and Jeff now on the 105.9 The Mountain text line to 828-240-1059.
Get in the zone.
105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff Show. There was a girl who had a dream, Jeff. And her dream was simple. She wanted to spread her love of music, and she wanted to live amongst the seniors.
Well,
she did that, Jeff.
She did. And, sometimes you got to be a little careful what you ask for. You think that a senior home is a wholesome, wonderful place.
Peaceful place.
Peaceful, where it's quiet, and we read, and we knit, and we have applesauce. And you think it's all that, but look, we've reported on this show several times. You got to be very careful when you head into a senior home. Some raunchy things can go on.
They don't want music. They don't want the music.
Well, here's what the problem is.
Let's be honest.
She wants to play. She wants to play you the piano. Okay, the stinking piano. They don't want the piano in there. They want like EDM. Okay,
you think?
Yeah, they want like hardcore dance music. Like they want things to go on in the senior homes.
I think they want a naughty party.
Okay,
but this was at least her explanation. By the way, she lived there for 365 days.
So it's like a really exciting, fun thing as an artist. I don't think that I would have ever thought this existed. Yeah, I've just loved it so much. Like, it's not just me making a performance for them, it's all of us coming together to celebrate music and to really enjoy the moment.
They didn't care about your music, hon.
No. You were in the way.
You were in the way. You know what? The elder gentlemen were looking at you, but let me tell you something. They were looking through you. They were looking at all the dirty ladies in the home.
Well, look.
You know, I mean,
and you know, they know how to play it up well. So you roll in there. And they're walking by, right, and they're saying all the things to you, and you think, that you're being, and everybody's, loving you for coming in and playing your wonderful piano. You live there 24/7.
She lived there 24 hours a day.
Right. So
for a year.
So you're a part of the lunches. You're a part of it all. I don't think she's being fully honest about everything that she has seen inside of the senior center.
Let me ask you something. What do you think she's seen?
Oh, just the things that you don't want to see.
I mean, what do you think that? Do you think she's seen some egregious thing?
I think she's said instead of the elevator, I'm going to take the stairs, and in the stairwell, things were happening. In the ladies' restroom, the nasty talk that goes on. I think she's heard a lot, seen a lot. Yeah.
So you think there's a lot of dirtiness happening, and you think she's been privy to it?
Yeah. Well, I just think that we all know that is the case, and it's been reported in many places, like like the Villages and things of that nature. So there's nothing here that surprises anybody. But she's playing it coy, as if she's rolling in there like Beethoven. Okay.
Right, trying to give the gift of music.
Right.
When in reality.
Right.
Okay, that music was.
Reality, they were just getting the gift that kept on giving. You know what I'm talking about.
105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock, The Rizzo and Jeff Show. Jeff the JNN, obviously the big story everyone in the world talking about is the president, Joe Biden, dropping out of the race. Kind of seemed like we knew it a little bit on Friday, but it's just been crazy. It's just like this past week has been absurd.
Yeah, it has been. It's been wild ever since, literally since they had the debate and it all went down from there, and then just everything from assassination attempts and everything else. But details coming out about how the decision was made, kind of some plans going forward with the DNC and different things. So we have all those details for you. Okay.
All right. Well, the JNN brought to you by good friends at Train Heating and Cooling Systems. They are tested, retested, engineered, and re-engineered constantly so that they keep up with you, because we run together. Visit traininfo.com to find your local independent train dealer. That's traininfo.com, because it's hard to stop a train.
The most trusted source for useless information.
Who is your source? I need to know your source.
The JNN. Jeff News Network is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
So the big news that hit yesterday that the world is talking about, President Joe Biden has decided that he will not seek a re-election. It all came down yesterday with a letter that came out, not even on presidential letterhead, by the way, but it came out, and everybody pretty much has read what he did write. They're saying that his final decision to leave the race was kind of reached with really in the last 48 hours. He consulted, family, top advisors by the phone as, he was recovering from COVID in Delaware. And his plans to exit the race kind of began Saturday night. They were finalized on Sunday. He was not dug in, but, they presented him with tons of data. So he was studying the data coming in, and he became convinced that he would weigh down the ticket, and it could be a complication when it comes to defeating Donald Trump. So they say it had nothing to do with any kind of medical issues. So he huddled with his two closest advisors on Saturday, and they just showed him that the polling showed really that with just, a few months to go, that it would be insurmountable to be able to defeat Donald Trump. Look, it's a gamble, I'm sure, when it comes to this. It's a gamble when you do this. So now we're going to, you're going to make this big change. And now the DNC is starting to frame how their presidential nominee was going to be chosen. They're going to there's going to be a little more clarity later in the week. They want to hold a public meeting on Wednesday, and the goal of the meeting is to create kind of like a framework for the process of selecting who is going to be the next nominee. Who, of course, Biden threw his support behind, Vice President Kamala Harris. So it could happen that way. Or who knows, right? They could just have an open thing. Senator Joe Manchin wants to get in on it. There were talks about that yesterday. So the DNC, the convention is going to be held next month. So the next couple of weeks could be some real crazy stuff. But, you heard about it, and then it actually happens, and you're like, okay, wow, this is kind of crazy. A lot of people believe Rizzo, they got him out of there. And that's what it was.
Here's the thing. Number one, look, it's very hard to get your name on the ballot with just, what is it, 99 days left. I guess you have to, because I put up, do you think this is a good idea? Who would you pick? Do you think but realistically, whether you, and it seemed like the majority of the people said that they were going to vote for Trump anyway, that answered on the 105.9 Mountain Facebook, but you'd have to kind of throw your support behind Kamala because she's on the ballot and
she has all the money.
I was going to say it was the Biden-Harris ticket. So if it's anyone else, where does that money go? What is the legalities of it? You don't just give it to Jeff and Rizzo if they want to run. Which, by the way, I thought to myself, what if we did a Jeff and Rizzo limited edition merchandise T-shirt run? Rizzo Jeff 2024.
Yeah,
I was just thinking about it.
I think that'd be cool.
Just kicking around in my noggin. I thought this would be pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't mind that idea. But, look, I just think, with this situation, they're kind of behind the eight ball a little bit here, don't you think? And then you're going to, if you bring in,
a little bit.
If you bring in somebody new, then it's only going to be a couple of months for somebody to learn about this candidate, to really for that. I mean, you got to think about the little things that have to be done. And they were talking about this, like even getting signs for people's lawns out to states that they have to come up with. I mean, the time. It's quite a gamble.
Well, and in a lot of states, Jeff, the ballots are closed. They're, that you can't be changed. I mean, that's why they have these. So, I mean, at this convention, if you have an open convention, then people have to change the ballot. I mean, it's
a lot to get done.
Right. So, I mean, if she's already on the ticket, do they reprint it? I mean, I don't even know. What about absentee ballots? I mean, this is going to be crazy. I mean, think about this. In the span of 7 days and 6 nights, we've had a president, attempted assassination. We've had a sitting president, walk away, say, and this has not happened, Jeff, since I think 1968, I believe it was, when Lyndon Baines Johnson literally sat there and said,
I shall not seek and I will not accept the nomination of my party for another term as your president.
And he was only 66 years old. He did die exactly.
He wasn't well.
He died I think 2 days before his term would have ended.
Yeah, he wasn't well at the time. Yeah, so
and that was a 68-year-old man. When Ronald Reagan ran, again, it was age, and he's Reagan was 12 years younger than Biden.
I gotta tell you, if I was Biden, man, I'd be pissed. I'd feel like everybody turned their back on me, man. Obama, your boy. Right? Pelosi, right? She's a piece of work. So just all of them, just boom, just like that. Think about that. 50 years of service you gave to your country, and then all the people just boom. When the thought was that you couldn't win, All right, that's how you did it. It probably wasn't the way to go. If I was him, I would have said, you know what? If I'm going down, I'm going down.
And maybe it's just because, again, like, and I'm sure Donald Trump would have rather ran against him than, I guess anyone else.
I don't think he cares either way.
It doesn't matter, but I think if you're going to run, you've had all your attack ads. It is what it is. I mean, but, now you don't know. So if it's Kamala and somebody, this is just a mess. I just think we said it last week. Take a breath. I mean, this is a huge deal. Never in our lives. I just want you to think about this moment in history. Forget your politics. Never in our lives, in 1 week, again, are you going to see a former world leader who very well probably will be the next president, attempted assassination, into a sitting president, not seeking re-election, on top of everything else that happened, locally and everything else over the past week. I mean, this is a very historic. People will look at this 200 years. People will study this 200 years from now when you, me, and everybody else on Earth is long dead.
This whole thing is a zoo. What a mess. Well, I got to tell you. But I'm interested to see. The interest is there because I'm so curious as to how this is all going to play out. I feel like the plan is in place. I feel like the plan has been in place for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think we'll get it unveiled. I
mean, can it be anyone but Kamala legally?
It can.
It can, but I guess just with her name being on the ballot when it comes to the money, she's got to be on the ticket, right?
Oh, I would assume, she's the name that really everybody knows. She is the vice president. You wonder should he have just stepped down and then they had a president and a president,
right? And that's the thing. Yeah. That's what they say. They say, okay, well then if he's not going to run, let him step down, have her be the president, then she could say, okay, I took, and I've been, working behind the scenes for a year, but I don't know.
I don't think we have seen the last of any of this. A lot more is going to come out. I don't think Joe's not going to go quietly. Something's got to be up here.
Jill
ain't
think
going to let it happen.
Going quiet?
Jill is not going to let it happen.
They're riding bikes in Rehoboth.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Got to stay on them.
Got to stay on them.
Yeah. Got to stay on the bikes.
Okay, fine.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show. Hey, here's to hoping we made the right decision. Find us on all socials, 1059 The Mountain, and by searching Rizzo and Jeff Show on all podcast platforms.
It is 1059 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff shows. Johnny on the phone. Johnny, good morning, my friend.
Yo, what's going on, you bunch of pencils?
What's going on?
Just driving down on 26 right here.
Well, tell me about your thoughts about this whole, Prez dropping out thing. You think he quit?
Well, here's what I think. I think he was laying up yonder in the bed at Rehoboth, and Jill was in there, and she was whispering sweet nothings in his ear while he was about half conscious, and was like, Joe, it's time to get out. Joe. And then, he was saying all that, and he's like, Joe, we need to pardon Hunter. Joe. So just wait. You're going to see some weird stuff going on up yonder in that place, man. I'm telling you right now. So basically, whatever Jill really wants, Jill's going to get. Okay.
Whatever Hill Dog wants, Hill Dog gets.
Yep.
Well, thank you for your call, Johnny. I don't mean to, cut you off there. We have a lot to get to today, but I do want to say this. Johnny says there's a little backup on 26 by the outlet, so if you're driving that way, please be careful. But so he thinks that Hillary Clinton.
Jill. No, it's Jill.
Oh, I thought he said Hill.
Jill, his wife.
Oh.
Why would Hillary be laying in bed with Joe?
That's what I thought was so funny.
Jill.
I thought Hillary Clinton was like, Jill.
Yeah.
So he said Jill, not Hill.
Listen, I got to be honest with you. Even a half-conscious Joe would say, get out of the bed. Let's be honest.
All right, it was pretty good, Johnny. I'm sorry. I thought he was saying Hillary Clinton. I thought he said Bill.
Listen, come on.
Bill.
No. Even Bill went with the intern.
Coming up, I'm going to tell you why Weird Al is timeless.
All right.
He's timeless.
Yeah.
His album. It's great.
Yeah.
Hill. It is 105.9 The Mount, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff show. Every once in a while, Jeff, I put my earphones on and I listen to some good music. And I hit play and I'm listening and I can't fathom what I'm listening to. And then a light bulb goes off and I'm like, what the heck? This is amazing.
Yeah.
This is generational.
Yeah, when did that happen to you last?
As a matter of fact, it happened to me over the weekend. I gave a good, what the heck?
Yeah. All right, simmer down.
All right.
Pipe down.
I gave a good what the heck when I was listening to the new Weird Al album that we were talking about over the, I guess, what was it, Friday?
Listener court.
Oh, my God, it was a week ago, almost a week ago.
Almost a week ago, we talked about Weird Al, and I pleaded my case about how much I think he stinks. And then this is just proof in the pudding here.
Proof in the pudding. I disagree.
When you've pushed the limits of making parody songs, and you've done it for forever, and you have what he believes in his mind is a good catalog. The rest of us really know that it's not. But when it's all said and done, don't push it too much. And 10 years it's been a long time. 10 years since he's had a song come out. And he comes out with this one. This song it is going nowhere. Okay, this song is about as flat as can be.
Okay, first off, I think you're referring to his hit single. Okay. Now, here's the problem. There were multiple songs within that over the past 10 years that he, I guess, decided to give his... Now, here's the thing. Weird Al, if you don't know, started off his career as a polka man.
Okay.
All right.
Should have stayed in that lane.
Well, he did, but what he did was he threw a polka twist on some of our biggest hits over the past 10 years or so.
Yeah.
So, for example...
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
Now,
can't nobody tell me nothing.
Old Town Road, everybody knows that song, right? Great song, great quality. I mean, he's adding his own flair, right?
Is anybody currently enduring physical pain as you hear this, and you don't know where on your body, but the whole body just hurts listening to Weird Al?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
You're lying. I mean...
Despacito.
Everybody loves a good Despacito, but he's adding his spin. It's originality. That's what's great about Weird Al, Jeff.
No, and these songs are like 3 years ago, aren't these songs?
I mean, Old Town Road was 2018, 2019,
right? That's right, exactly.
But he has 10 years of songs to cover, Jeff.
So that's the game. He's trying to catch up on all of them.
Yeah, he hasn't released anything since Word Crimes. And I got to tell you, now this isn't Word Crimes, but this is almost as good as Running with Scissors.
Okay.
All right.
I don't even know what that means, but go ahead.
I'm in love with the shape of you.
Ed Sheeran.
Like a magnet do, every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. Oh,
I mean, see, he's just adding polka, and then, of course, the infamous Taylor Swift, the big single from the album. All right? I mean, this is the one that really got me going. And I mean, I literally threw my headphones off and I was like, I knew he would come. I knew he would come back.
Lost your cool.
I lost it.
I say you're too late.
Right?
Got nothing in my brain.
My goodness.
That's what people say. That's what people say. Cause the player's gonna play.
Play.
And the hater's gonna hate.
Hate.
Baby, I'm just gonna shake. I shake it off.
Go ahead.
Shake it off.
Weird Al, go.
The breaker's gonna break. And the faker's gonna fake.
Fake.
I'm just gonna shake.
Shake.
I shake it off.
These are not creative.
What?
These are not creative. Literally, these are not creative at all. Okay.
What's not creative about it?
If they sat with me, somebody did, and said, you get to listen to this whole album or you have a colonoscopy. I'm going to say the colonoscopy times 3.
You're taking the colonoscopy.
Three of them, back to back to back.
Wait, what did they just say? Did I hear that right? Well, they are different, but different like your dog that everyone thinks licks people too much, and they kind of grow on you. The Rizzo and Jeff Show on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock station, The Rizzo and Jeff Show. Grandma Emma, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Happy rainy morning here in Haywood County.
That's it. Yeah, we're getting a little rain here, too. What do you got for us, Grandma Emma? You like Weird Al or what?
I do not.
Oh, thank you.
Never have. I think I do parodies for songs all the time, and everybody thinks it's cute and it's funny when I do my parodies. I can take any song and make a parody out of it. Don't make any money off of it, but I entertain.
Wow. I mean, do you
good to know.
Do you have a parody, a quick one? We got about, 30 seconds.
I did do a parody for my granddaughter for a project at school. I took the Eye of the Tiger. I did the Eye of the Tyrant. It was about a king. It was really cool.
Look at that.
But Weird Al can only be popular because he has no talent. I mean, if he did, he would write his own songs. So there you go.
Oh, my God.
A vicious Monday morning assault
on Weird Al.
Yeah.
So you didn't like any of the thing that we just played?
No.
Well, that's definitive.
As quick as I can be. No.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Grandma Emma. Well, thank you. I tell you, have a wonderful day, but I'll just say have an okay day, okay?
Yeah, as long as it's okay. I'm okay.
All right. Thank you for your call, Grandma Emma. We appreciate you. Jeff, listen, this is crazy. It's a 1 in 30 million chance something happened in Asheville over the weekend, and I was at our local Red Lobster.
Yeah, it made national news, actually, all over.
Yeah, one of the Red Lobsters, and most of them are closing, so maybe that's why it's happening to the few that are open. But this happened over the weekend. A 1 in 30 million lobster. Now, you've heard of the blue lobsters, but have you heard of an orange lobster?
Asheville restaurant manager is sharing his surprise after finding a rare creature in their weekend shipment. This orange lobster that you see right here. News 13's Nisha Pettiome spoke to the man about why this is such an unusual find and where it is right now.
It's always a great day that we can take one of nature's rare things and save it and preserve it and send it to Ripley's Aquarium.
A rare orange lobster has now been given a second chance at life.
This week in our regular lobster delivery, we got an orange lobster, and it is a very rare thing to come through. The one we got in was 1.25 pounds.
Rare is right. Genetic mutation can lead to lobsters that are different colors. You may be familiar with blue lobsters, which are 1 out of every 2 million. But to find a lobster like this, it's only 1 in 30 million.
Okay. Well, first off,
okay,
she's really into this lobster story.
She loves the lobster story. She is Jazz, last reporter. Whoever this lady is.
Let her call you at 2 a.m. and talk about lobsters. I tell you, I mean, she was juice.
Now, am I wrong? And maybe it's just because I don't eat seafood, but isn't every lobster that comes out on a plate orange?
No, I don't know. They're not orange. No.
When you boil them?
They lighten up.
Right, they lighten up.
More of a pink, isn't it? It's more of a pink.
They
come red, hence the name Red Lobster, and I think as you cook them, they get just a little pinker, yeah.
But I guess you look at a lobster and you say to yourself, like, who's going to look at this and go, this is orange versus this is red, and then say, oh my God, it's a 1 in 30 million. I mean, if I were the owner, especially with how bad Red Lobster's doing, I'd try to sell the thing.
Yeah?
You know what I mean? I mean, I'd try to get a couple fossil holes for that thing, man.
Listen, I don't think
I got Grandma Emma hating on parodies over here. My day's ruined.
I don't think an orange lobster is going to take them out of Chapter 11. Okay, I'm not sure if that's going to be the one that does it, but yeah.
Listen, who was it, Flavor Flav? It's got to be better than Flavor Flav.
I think Flavor Flav is speeding up the process of shutting the joint down. Don't you think?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So get rid of Flavor Flav.
I mean, what happened
Put an
with that?
orange lobster out there. Do something. Try to stay afloat.
Is he still doing something with them?
And he's like trying to release a Red Lobster wrap, and like he's like going to Red Lobsters and buying everybody Red Lobster, and it's like, dude, I get that you like Red Lobster, but like you're gonna run out of money, man. You spend a lot of money on clocks and drugs.
Well,
like,
you know what I mean? But you know what?
Like,
they're still doing like Crab Fest, where they just hand things away. They just give away their food. That's all they do. It's just like everything is like all you can manja. I mean, it's just
it's Buca de Beppo manja.
You're just rolling the Red Lobster. You're buttered up. All right, you're buttered up. You're just eating all kinds of seafood. They wonder who's sitting upstairs in the big chair on Red Lobster, going, "This is a good idea. Fest this and fest that. Enough with the fest.
Stop festing.
Stop festing.
Stop feasting. Stop festing.
Okay. And having a big plate, by the way. It's called Flavor Flav's Faves. So they have a list of his faves.
So let me get this straight.
Yeah.
Their business plan is to give an 80s rapper / fourth mic in a group's favorite menu items at Red Lobster.
It's a Maine lobster tail, okay? With a half a pound of snow crab legs, served with garlic shrimp scampi. Bacon, mac and cheese, and one choice of a side. You need another choice of a side? That's not enough?
So wait.
Right.
Is that the most expensive things on the menu?
That if you do...
I was going to say, that has to be $50.
It's $42. $41.99. Wow, what a call. That's what everybody is... They're looking at it going... Give me the flavor. By the time it's all said and done, you place the order, you're in and out for $50.
And that's by yourself.
Thanks, Flav.
Flavor Flav.
Come on, Weaverville. It's time to rock out with the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Nobody? Candler? Black Mountain? Anka? Woodfin?
Bueller?
Anyone? Well, they're new, so here's to rocking out on 105.9 The Mountain.
105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. Rizzo and Jeff here. Hear me out. Because I have a quick story, and Jeff, you are a pet owner.
I am.
I am not. I will call this woman Margie.
Is that her real name, or you gave her the Marge?
I gave her the Marge.
Ooh, you go Marge.
Okay, so just
I picture her now.
Take from that what you will.
All right.
Okay.
What is her dog? A bull mastiff?
An Irish setter.
Okay.
No, this woman walked around our entire apartment complex this weekend. And she said, "Hey!" And people were taking selfies with her. And I'm like, this is really weird. Why are people doing this? She said, "Don't me and my dog look exactly alike?" And I said to Jeff, Jeff, this is you're like, there's no way this is a real thing. I said, Jeff, this is a real thing. And if you look this up, there are people who believe that they look like their dog. Now, do I think she looked like her dog? I got to be honest with you. I played along. I gave her a smile. I said, "Cutes, good for you, Marge." I'm looking. I kind of see it. I kind of see.
Well, it's because it's like you're forced to see it at that point if somebody says it. So it's like you're kind of forced to see it, and then your mind tries to look for things that's the case. No, nobody looks like they're animals.
I guarantee you that. And again, we have a pair of tickets to Soaky Mountain Water Park. Okay, 828-240-1059. Do you know, or do you have an animal, maybe your dog, that you look like? Because I promise you, this lady was acting like she was the president. I've never seen anything like it. Walking around, literally, with her dog, doing these videos, and she was and people were taking pictures, and they were going, "Oh my God, you guys look so much alike," and they were taking pictures. I'm like, this is like a poodle.
Well, there's a couple
are you saying you look like a poodle?
Well, first off, I don't want to look like an animal. All right,
that's true. That's true.
Honestly, and I have a Jack Russell.
You
right?
do?
Little Jack Russell Terrier.
Yeah.
I don't think that I look like Teddy at all. He's scruffy little beard,
with age, maybe.
Yeah,
with age.
With age.
You don't have the spots.
I don't have those. Well, maybe some, but not all of them.
You don't have the fur all over. But maybe you got the. I don't know. Maybe you share the. I guess I just don't understand what this woman was doing, and then I went down a real big rabbit hole about people who believe they look like their pets, and this is like a real phenomenon.
Yeah.
So I would love to know if anyone in the world believes that they have a pet that they look like and what kind of pet it is. 105.9 The Mountain, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
Well, I have a pit bull, and he don't really look like me, but he's got a lot of the similarities. Like he's got moles on his face. I've got moles on my face. He acts a lot like me and stuff.
Okay, so do you share the same... okay, so let me ask you, do you feel like sharing the same personality is the same thing as looking like?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, do me a favor. Turn your radio down real quick. Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
Okay.
What were you saying?
I was just saying that he acts a lot like me, and he got some of the same things that I have.
So, okay, all right, listen, and do me a favor, hang on, you're qualified for those Smoky Mountain Water Park tickets, but okay, 828-240-1059, is it that
Come on,
people believe that their dogs, cow, animals, whatever, look like them, or is it that they act like them? Because this lady was like, we look similar. 105.9 The Mountain. Hello? Hello?
Hello. Is this Rizzo?
It is.
Hey, man, this is Mark. This is Mark over at Ingalls number 3.
Oh, what's up, Mark at Ingalls 3? How you doing?
I am doing good. Stocking a bunch of milk, getting ready for the long week, buddy. How are y'all doing?
We're doing well. We're trying to figure out if it's right that people actually look like their dog. What do you think?
Absolutely not.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've got 6 Australian Shepherds, and I hate to think I look like any of them.
Well, I mean, that's a cute dog, but I mean, there are people who like we have someone on hold. They believe that they, share a lot of the same characteristics. So my question is it the characteristics? Is it that they look? This woman was walking around my apartment complex with her dog, taking pictures with people because people were like, "Oh my God, you look like a dog." I feel like that's an insult.
Well, yeah, I agree with that 100%. 100%.
Well, are you? Go ahead.
I think older people, though, I think that they may, they do that as a comfort kind of thing, I believe.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It may be an elderly comfort thing. Yeah, you know what? I agree with you. Do me a favor, hang on, man. We appreciate you calling and thank you for always Facebooking and texting in here. 105.9 The Mountain. Hello.
Hello, this is Charles.
What's up, Charles? What do you got, Chuck?
You look like your rabbit.
I have a Shih Tzu. He is solid black with a white goatee, and with my age, my goatee is white.
Okay. All right.
So you look like your dog is what you're saying.
Shih Tzu because you both have the white goatee.
Yep.
Okay, now, do people say that? Is that something you think? I mean, because this woman was, like, walking around like she was, like, with Claudia Schiffer.
Yeah, no, I take it, I think personally that we have because of the goatee that you look the same.
So you look the same. You know what? Do me a favor. Hang on for just 1 second. You're qualified. Let's do this. 828-240-1059. We got some Jimi Hendrix coming up. And then we'll take more of your calls. Do people really believe that they look like we have a guy that thinks he looks like a Shih Tzu. We have the guy who thinks that he's got the same personality of his dogs. And then we have Mark from Ingalls number 3 who goes, this stuff's crazy.
Yeah.
Where do you this is a hot button. I told you, did I not not tell you?
She would have, if she had some humongous dog, she wouldn't be saying this. Do you understand it? She's saying it because she's got a little poodle. If she was rolling around with like a pug or something like that, or like right. She's only doing it because she's got a little dog.
A cute dog.
You want the real truth?
We get it. We're new. So it's time for you to sound off on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Let us have it. What do you want to say to us? What do we need to know? Call now. 240-1059. Coming.
There is no way 1059 the Mount Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Grandma Emma believes in any way she looks like a dog. Grandma Emma, go ahead.
Yes, but my ex-mother-in-law, God rest her soul, had a white Shih Tzu that looked just exactly like her, and it didn't like me. And so after she passed away, I ended up with this dog, and the dog was always so snug and condescending looking at me, just like she always was. It was the weirdest thing in the world.
Did it have a perm?
Yes, and so did she.
Oh, boy. Okay.
So you have a Shih Tzu perm, and then it's got the judgmentalness of your mother-in-law and everything?
Yes. After she passed away, nobody wanted this dog, and I ended up with it, and I'm like, oh, my God, it's like living through her all over again.
So do you believe that this is a real phenomena?
I do. I really do.
All right. And what happened to that dog? Did the door accidentally get left open? Or?
Yeah. Did the bear find it?
No, I had to move, so I couldn't have the animal. So I found her a forever home, and the lady still has her. But, yeah, I was so happy to get rid of that dog.
I really was. Jesus, Grandma Emma.
Grandma Emma, I love your honesty. Thank you for the call. We appreciate you, okay?
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, take it easy. 828-240-1059. Tickets to Soaky Mountain Water Park. Do you look like your animal? It's that simple, because there was this woman, and the reason I'm asking is because it's just been a crazy week. Between electrocutions, bears, everything like that, the president dropping out, a potential assassination. I see a woman walking around with an animal. I don't know, a poodle, a snickerdoodle, whatever, a teacup thing. I don't even know what the heck it was. Yeah. But she was like, oh, I look like my dog. And all these people are walking around like, oh, my God, you look like your dog. And all these people calling. All these people. Oh, yeah, I got Shih Tzu. So maybe it's a Shih Tzu thing? Or what are you finding out, Jeff?
I don't know that, and it seems to be a popular dog here. But whatever it may be, nobody ever walks up to you, like I said, with some kind of dog, like a French bulldog, and asks you, hey, you think I look like my dog? Because the answer would probably be yes. Okay, so wait, we got French. What are the ugliest dogs? What's that dog that always wins ugliest dog of the year? He's got if we're going to be honest about it. Yeah,
there's
I remember
pugs.
That. Yeah. Like I said, you got the Mastiff, they got the Bulldog, there's the Pug. I like pugs in their own little way. A little yappy Chihuahua.
A Chihuahua.
The Shar-Peis.
The Shar-Pei.
You want to look like a bloodhound? Anybody say, hey, you bloodhound, take a look at this. I look like that.
What about the Chinese crested? I look like a Chinese crested. A hairless dog. Partially hairless wonders that have a distinct look, a really strong, manly jawline, but no hair. So I look like, there you go. Do I look like the Chinese crested there?
The Chinese crested. That looks like they've been on a 10-day bender. That's what it looks like to me.
It looks like
yes, you do. Yes, you do.
It's like Joey at Rehoboth.
We get it. The Rizzo and Jeff Show's new. So time to teach us. Time to sound off. What do we need to know? Call us now. 240-1059. Let's see how this goes. More Rizzo and Jeff Show on 1059 The Mountain.
1059 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Look, I believe in a lot of things. I believe that there are unexplained things. I believe people really believe they look like their dog. Okay? I believe that, lots of dirty things happen in senior homes.
Right.
All right? What I don't believe is this headline I'm going to read. Police investigating after claiming criminals turned into kitty cats and escaped from jail. Okay. Now, call me a skeptic. Snap my knee and call me a monkey's uncle, Jeff.
All right. I'll do that. Snap your knee.
Slap my knee.
Oh, slap your knee.
Slap my knee and
don't
call me.
It.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Specifically on your knee, you want to be slapped and called that. Okay.
I want to be a knee slapped. I want you to slap my knee because these are the suspects, Omari and Ali Mustafa, were among 11 people arrested for possession of hijacked goods. Now, these two happened to allegedly transform into kitty cats and crawl out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to get your opinion on it.
Yeah, I don't even know how that could be for real. Now, these are senior police officers saying this on a condition of anonymity, right?
Yes, as a matter of fact, this has gone, because it made international news.
Right.
The warrant officer and the constable who actually, came out and spoke publicly, also said that, they were watching the cells themselves. And then all of a sudden, two of these suspects, known as Mustafa and Omari, they couldn't be found. And then they saw them turn into cats and walk out the jail.
So they just, just physically everything turns into a cat, or do they go walking around as cats? Like, do they act like a cat, or everything about them becomes a cat?
Well, from what I understand, unless I'm having reading comprehension issues, they believe these two were kitties.
Yeah?
Yeah, it looks like they believe they were kitties. The suspect started by making a Albert noise, turned into cats, and then they escaped with a locked gate. Okay? So listen, I am here to say that there is so much possible in this wonderful world. And that I'm open to magic, and I'm open to just learning.
So they magically escaped jail because the arresting officers who are at the jail cell with them looked at them and said that they are kitty cats just wandering around the jail. And then just let them go? And then they didn't...
The lieutenant colonel says that he believes they turned into cats. And you know what? Here's the deal, Lieutenant Colonel. You didn't do your friggin' job. They didn't turn into cats. They left.
Yeah.
They left.
Well...
They didn't turn into cats. Does anyone believe they turned into a cat?
Look, we know that things can happen in prisons, okay? And, some people don't make it out that go in. We have suspicious deaths, things of that nature that go on. But these are some magic shrooms, I got to tell you.
Well, they said even if they became cats, I suspect someone was paid for their unlawful release. The police swear it's not true, ensuring that they saw them become cats and they would never, quote, aid criminals to their escape.
Well, you got to be honest. It's hard to dispute that, okay? It really is. I mean,
that they were cats? Did they morph into cats?
I got to tell you, what can you say? How can you argue with them at that point? To be able to get themselves out, morphing into cats, it's kind of hard to argue that. What do you say? I mean, you're on the edge of insanity, or something could be wrong. You get yourself, out of this situation. Maybe they think something medically is wrong with you, whatever it may be, right?
Well, but if you have morphing powers, wouldn't you morph out before you got arrested? And if you had morphing powers, wouldn't you, turn into a Neapolitan Mastiff?
I don't know.
Wouldn't you turn into a lion?
Look, I don't know the morph rules. Okay?
Well, I'm asking you the morph rules. What would be your morph?
I don't morph very often.
What would be your morph?
I don't do a lot of morphing.
I know, but try to use your imagination.
Well, wouldn't you think like a mouse would be easier to get out? Why do you want to be a kitty cat? What makes you a cat?
Here's the thing, Kenny. Here's the thing about a mouse, okay? Do you remember Mr. Jenks from the Green Mile?
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Jenks lived like 100 and some years.
Okay.
Poor Mr. Jenks. You don't want to be Mr. Jenks, and you don't want to be eaten by a cat. So you got to be something that's at least you can live outside until you can morph back.
Okay.
All right. So if you're gonna morph, right? I'm thinking, what would I? You know what I would do? I would morph into some kind of like translucent goo.
A goo.
I morph into
a goo.
morphing goo. Some kind of translucent morphing goo. And, I would goo my way about.
Okay.
Right? And anytime I got into a sticky situation, there I'd be goo.
All right. Well, after this conversation, can I morph into an off button and turn this off?
You can now text Rizzo and Jeff from your mobile device on the 1059 The Mountain text line to 828-240-1059.
It is 1059 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff show. Jeff the Rooster has been found. Thank goodness. Haven't you been worried about the giant rooster?
Yeah. I didn't even know a rooster was missing.
No, it's been all over the news.
It's been all over the news.
It's been all over the news.
I saw
Forget about the attempted assassination of the president stepping down. No.
Yeah, all that. So the big rooster story. Is this a story that Rizzo saw? Was it the story for the 10 o'clock news and it came on at 10:59 with 45 seconds to go? And then we get a rooster update. You watch the news all the way through to this story, huh?
Well, you know what? Make fun of it all you want, but good news, ladies and gentlemen. The Campbell Police Department have recovered a giant missing metallic rooster from a homeless encampment. Police say that it...
Why was there a rooster at a homeless encampment?
He's just looking for a place to hang.
Was he?
Police say that the giant metallic rooster had been stolen from a local home improvement store days before. Come
on. People are stealing roosters.
The decorative rooster was reported stolen from California Home and Garden, and two unknown male suspects stole the large rooster in the evening last Thursday. Well, guess what? This weekend they received a tip that there was a giant rooster in a homeless encampment.
Oh, boy.
They go down to visit the homeless encampment, and there it is, a 9-foot-tall rooster guarding the homeless encampment.
Well, lo and behold, I tell you, a 9-foot rooster?
Yes, they've recovered the 9-foot rooster.
How do you get away? How are you homeless and you get away with a 9-foot rooster?
Well, it took two men. They were able to identify the two men responsible for the rooster theft. They're continuing to follow up leads, and they have launched a full-scale investigation as of this report. And anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers.
Well, I got to tell you, usually you don't think that, everybody in the encampment, nobody dimes on each other, but somebody dimed on them about the rooster.
You think somebody dimed on the homeless about the rooster?
Look,
the homeless are tight, bro.
Well, there's one right back here behind where we are a little bit.
But you wouldn't see that rooster.
You wouldn't for the woods and stuff. I know. To me, this sounds like one high-end homeless encampment. I gotta tell you.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. If you look at the pictures, they have a fountain.
A fountain?
They have 2-tiered tents, so like a tent on each side. Okay. They have a giant... By the way, this metallic rooster's value, this is felony. This is $3,380 rooster.
Wow. Okay.
All right, now, I don't know if they were going to scrap it, but apparently it was just there to guard them and keep them company as it was beautifully painted. One of the suspects said that this was the most beautiful rooster they had ever seen, and they just needed it near them.
Well, look, I could tell you, I'm just here to let you know, at a homeless encampment, there's nobody like Rizzo or myself are going to come rob you, okay? I don't think that that's anything that we have in mind.
No.
Generally, most thieves don't zero in on a homeless encampment looking to leave with riches, okay? It's not a place you go to, all right? So,
well, here's the thing. But think about it. Where's the perfect place to hide gold? A rooster. You just said it. Are you going up behind the homeless encampment behind the building? I don't think so. But you know what? I bet you there's gold and silver and treasures galore. Yeah. A giant rooster and even more.
Yeah.
All right. There's so much. So the good news is that the San Jose police has recovered the rooster and it has been returned to their rightful owners.
Well, looking for Rizzo and Jeff today. No worries. We'll be right back here at the homeless encampment on a treasure hunt.
From the best classic rock songs of all time to the best radio show of all time. We're sure that show is somewhere. We just can't tell you where. So here's more of the Rizzo and Jeff Show on 1059 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 Mount Asheville's Classic Rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff show, and it's time for the JNN, the Jeff News Network. All the things that you need to know, all culminated right here in a nice little box with a little bow on top. So, Jeff, what do we got coming up in the JNN?
Yeah, we're going to talk the latest about what's going on with President Biden and Kamala Harris. As the president announced yesterday, he'll be dropping out of the race. Forced out, whatever it may be, he won't be there. We're going to talk about a big rock star who is now reported to be a billionaire.
Wow.
I'll tell you who that is. And on the flip side of that, we have a huge Hollywood actor who could be heading for bankruptcy after he helped fund a movie of his own that he wanted to do. I'll tell you who that is coming up, okay?
Okay, and you know what? I'm so glad. Karma, karma, karma. The JNN brought to you by Train Heating and Cooling Systems, tested, retested, engineered, and re-engineered all the time so that they keep up with you. Because Train and us, well, we run together. Visit traininfo.com to find your local independent Train dealer. That is traininfo.com for your local independent Train dealer, because it's hard to stop a train.
From Asheville to, well, that's pretty much all they can handle right now. It's time for the least trusted news network in town. But they are new. The Jeff News Network is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
All right, so the big story that broke yesterday, some people caught by surprise with it. Others have said saw this coming a mile away. President Biden, who, of course, will not run for re-election, fully endorsed Kamala Harris to be at the top of the ticket for the Democrats. She will be delivering some remarks today. It looks like we're going to be starting with that as she will be at an event celebrating the National Collegiate Athletic Association Championship. So the team's going to be coming, so she's going to be there talking. And, now it's what are we going to do? What's the plan? How do things all come together? They say she spoke with former President Obama and Clinton as part of her outreach. So, we don't know necessarily what the plan is going to be. It looks like she's going to be it because they got about $90 million sitting there. And if she's on the ticket with him, that's her money, as
because it was the Biden-Harris ticket. So if it was like the Rizzo and Jeff ticket, that would not theoretically be our money.
Right. So
they're kind of stuck.
Yeah. So they're going to figure out. I guess they're going to be the DNC and everybody. They're going to be meeting this week, and they are going to, I guess, decide how they want to go about this. So the Democratic Convention is going to be happening in Chicago next month. So, look, we're going to find out. It's not a lot of time to get things going and to get things rolling out there. They're up against the clock,
You know what? I don't often use this word, but when I do, it's serious. This is going to be a hootenanny.
Calm down.
When I use that H word,
calm down. When you H-bomb people,
when I hoot,
it's a real deal.
It's a real deal.
Yeah.
You know it.
Come on, simmer down.
Time for the world's famous, never imitated, never duplicated, and barely making it. The JNN Jeff News Network is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
Bruce Springsteen, the boss, is officially a billionaire.
That's
according to
unbelievable.
Forbes. He sold his music catalog to Sony in 2021 for a reported $500 million. But with everything else and his assets and his tours, which still gross $400 million, he sold more than 1.6 million concert tickets, generating that, and at 74 years old. Look, he's a billionaire. They said the deal was the largest ever for a music catalog. They had paid $300 million. Universal did for Bob Dylan's catalog, but for his $500 million, people go, oh, how could you give up? Let me tell you something. You could have all my songs for $500 million, right?
So he owns not a one.
Who cares?
Well, I mean, in essence, if somebody's willing, listen, you're only worth what somebody's willing to pay for you, right? So theoretically, if somebody was willing to pay $500 million, they believe that they were going to make more than that on the train. You don't buy something to lose money. So I mean, couldn't he, if that's what his music is worth to somebody, couldn't he, like, you know, market that, sell it, license it to movies, whatever? Because if you give it to somebody, you know, if you don't want it used in a Kit Kat commercial and they use it in a Kit Kat commercial, it is what it is, right?
But where is he going to license it to that he's going to get anything close to $500 million? Honestly.
I mean, man, it's, you know, you put in a movie, there's $1 million or $2 million there, you know, you do a Kit Kat commercial, a Super Bowl I mean, you make money real quick. I mean, for example, there's a reason that nobody plays or licenses Beatles music. It's like $10 million for 30 seconds.
Yeah, okay.
You know
well,
what I mean?
I guarantee
he's not
you.
the Beatles.
No,
but
you ask anybody, $500 million, I'll take that clean. Clean.
You know
All
what?
yours.
It was, so wait, to license the Rizzo and Jeff radio show, $500 million? Listen, I'll take $500.
Yeah. Well, nobody's willing to pay it, so don't worry about it.
The most trusted source for useless information.
Who is your source? I need to know your source.
The JNN Jeff News Network is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
So, Kevin Costner, 69 years old, wanted to make his own movie, a Western, okay? And what he did, he put his Santa Barbara estate on the line to help fund the movie, $100 million. So it was a 4-movie project. It was called Horizon: An American Saga. But I guess his real passion for this project, he was really into it, has become a major flop. He actually put in a bunch of his own money as well.
Like $20 million, didn't he?
Yeah, I think, let me just get the number correct, $38 million of his own money to help fund this. The first installment of this earned only $11 million on its opening weekend. So he's really getting raked over the coals.
He's getting creamed.
And they're saying that he could be wiped out by this disaster. So everybody warned him not to invest his own money. He ignored it. And like I said, he ended up sinking $38 million, and he can basically now just kiss that all goodbye. He mortgaged his 10-acre Santa Barbara ranch right on the water to fund this, to get this all together, this dream of his. And nobody said anything to him and stopped him. And he didn't.
So he believed in this movie. You know what?
So what?
Here's my thing. Long ago, I met Kevin Costner, and I was interviewing him at the Tribeca Film Festival, and he was so arrogant, and he was so mean. And he just thinks he's the catch jam. He's going out with Jewel. He's getting his hair done.
He says he's not. He said he's not, but I don't believe it.
So he's getting his hair done. He thinks he's this. He thinks he's that. Here's the deal, brother. All right, you believe in something, get somebody else to pony up the dough. Like now you're stuck. You know, I mean, you grossed $11 million. How much did he throw in? 20, 30 million? I mean,
Maybe
send it to the Chinese. The Chinese always bail you out.
Maybe he did. Maybe Costner went to some people, some folks, and they just told him get lost. You know, let's have. What do you got?
Listen,
here?
When in doubt, send it to the Chinese.
Yeah.
They always recoup the money with the Chinese, because even if 1 out of every 100,000 Chinese goes and see it, you're still going to recoup the money back. There's a lot.
This idea was so dumb. Even Harvey Weinstein would tell him no.
And he doesn't say that at all.
No.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show is always out trying to, well, they're trying. More of the Rizzo and Jeff Show next on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. That was Nirvana. Jeff, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about the king who has a horse that's biting people. You believe it's because the king has some chompers and chomps himself.
I don't believe it. I know it. So all that's happening is that horse is watching him.
Just chomp on
around
the help?
Buckingham, and boom. Yeah.
Well, we have somebody on the phone here, 105.9 The Mountain. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Maybe she was wearing some sweet perfume that smelled like sugar, and the horse thought it was sugar.
You think the horsey thought that it was sugary perfume?
Maybe.
Well, have you ever endured a horse bite?
No.
So my question is, and Jeff postulates that the King of England is the one behind this. The king takes out his polydent and his chompers and bites, and the horse learns from his master.
Yeah.
Do you believe that, or
you buy that one? Or?
You buy that?
It's possible, but I'm thinking, why else would he bite more than once?
That's true.
Yeah,
you are right there. She might have been. It could have been perfume. She could have just been a body that was made out of sugar.
Maybe that's true. Maybe she was covered in sugar. Maybe she had some treats, or maybe it was a combo. Maybe the first time was because the king chomps. The second time she had cotton candy. The third time she had some hay in her pocket, and the fourth time, who knows? Maybe the horse was just trying to play around and flirt.
One never knows with a horse.
No,
one
does not. No.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is. Hey, listen, thank you for your horse wisdom this morning, my friend. What's your name?
Matt,
thank you for listening, and we appreciate you. And, Matt, tell a friend about the Rizzo and Jeff show, okay, buddy?
Will do.
All right, take it easy, Matt. Look at that. I never thought that someone would call Jeff about a horsey.
Yeah, you never know when it comes to a horse.
That's it. Wise words from a wise news anchor over there in Jeff. What did make the show is coming up next. Don't go anywhere. More of the Rizzo and Jeff show in just a few minutes. It's 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff show.
From the best classic rock songs of all time to the best radio show of all time. We're sure that show is somewhere. We just can't tell you where. So here's more of the Rizzo and Jeff show on 105.9 The Mountain.
Hey, this is Mike Figura, owner of Mosaic Realty. The real estate market is unpredictable and constantly shifting. There are homes that sell quickly and others that sit on the market. Bidding wars are still happening, but some homes are having price reductions.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. That was Nirvana. Jeff, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about the king who has a horse that's biting people. You believe it's because the king has some chompers and chomps himself.
I don't believe it. I know it. So all that's happening is that horse is watching him.
Just chomp on
around
the help?
Buckingham, and boom. Yeah.
Well, we have somebody on the phone here, 105.9 The Mountain. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Maybe she was wearing some sweet perfume that smelled like sugar, and the horse thought it was sugar.
You think the horsey thought that it was sugary perfume?
Maybe.
Well, have you ever endured a horse bite?
No.
So my question is, and Jeff postulates that the King of England is the one behind this. The king takes out his polydent and his chompers and bites, and the horse learns from his master.
Yeah.
Do you believe that, or
you buy that one, or
you buy that?
It's possible, but I'm thinking, why else would he bite more than once?
That's true. You are right there. She might have been. It could have been perfume. She could have just been a body that was made out of sugar.
Maybe that's true. Maybe she was covered in sugar. Maybe she had some treats, or maybe it was a combo. Maybe the first time was because the king chomps. The second time she had cotton candy. The third time she had some hay in her pocket, and the fourth time, who knows? Maybe the horse was just trying to play around and flirt.
One never knows with a horse.
No, one does not. No.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is. Hey, listen, thank you for your horse wisdom this morning, my friend. What's your name?
Matt,
thank you for listening, and we appreciate you. And, Matt, tell a friend about the Rizzo and Jeff show, okay, buddy?
Will do.
All right, take it easy, Matt. Look at that. I never thought that someone would call Jeff about a horsey.
Yeah, you never know when it comes to a horse.
That's it. Wise words from a wise news anchor over there in Jeff. What did make the show is coming up next. Don't go anywhere. More of the Rizzo and Jeff show in just a few minutes. It's 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff show.
From the best classic rock songs of all time to the best radio show of all time. We're sure that show is somewhere. We just can't tell you where. So here's more of the Rizzo and Jeff show on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. You're listening to the Rizzo and Jeff show, and it is time for things that didn't make the show. We went down a rabbit hole of polydent and the king, and we were talking about, President Biden, Puffy Cola. We're talking about a girl who lived in a senior center, and we were talking about Weird Al's smash hit album. So we had a busy day.
We got to a lot of things today, surprisingly.
We did. We did, but that doesn't mean that there wasn't more that we couldn't have gotten to.
Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's what didn't make the show on 105.9 The Mountain.
Now, we talked about the police recovering a rooster. However, we did not get to an Oregon man who was rescued from the bottom of a 40-foot pipe. The interesting part of that, Jeff, has no idea how he got there.
So he doesn't know how he made his way down a pipe.
He was 40 feet down. He was stuck, a little rotund, got stuck on the pipe, didn't know how he got in the pipe, got out of the pipe, didn't know how he got in the pipe.
Yeah, I've been there. I've had some of those nights.
Been in a pipe or two. Nights?
I've been in a pipe or two.
You've been in a pipe or two?
In my day,
A little pipe.
Everybody's been there. You
know. We've been piped. It is what it is.
Well, we haven't been piped.
No, well, you know what I mean. Like
been in a pipe.
In a pipe. There you go.
All right. How about we move on? Huh?
Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's What Didn't Make the Show on 105.9 The Mountain.
This is... I don't know whether this makes me angry or happy, but there was a man who won the Powerball. It was the $2 billion Powerball, like that big-time Powerball everyone was going crazy over. I think it was right when we had first gotten here. His name is Edwin Castro. Well, anyway, wouldn't you know, Edwin has a supermodel girlfriend.
No, you're kidding.
Wait. Wouldn't you know? He's got Ferraris, Lamborghinis. He's hanging out with Kanye. He's hanging out with, LeBron. He's at all these exclusive parties in Soho. He's got a private jet. Edwin is just living in the lap of luxury, and he believes that this would have been his life no matter what. He just would have taken a little bit longer to quote get there.
So Edwin's got what's he got? $2 billion?
$2 billion. And even, let's just take half of it away from taxes. He's got $1 billion.
Yeah, so what? Let him live it up. You get the big old house.
You know what, though? But again, it makes me a little jealous.
Yeah?
A little jelly. I'm a little jelly.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Don't you get jelly a little bit?
Nah, I've realized this is it.
Just give up.
Just,
come in,
just
go to work.
about things. All right, this
over.
is going to be it. Yep, I have every app on my phone, so I can just get deals on food. And, I
just go to Dunkin'.
I just wait to get enough Dunkin' points up to get a freebie,
and then we go, yay! 500
that's
points.
the joy of my life. Yep, because instead of just the $5, that's what excites me. Yep.
Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's What Didn't Make the Show on 105.9 The Mountain.
There was a man who tried to shoplift, didn't go his way. He was arrested after he was found stuffing salmon in his sleeves and his pants.
Okay.
Look, I get you. I understand times are tough, but, salmon in the pants, salmon in the sleeves. I just, you got to think harder. You got to do better.
Not sure if that's the fish I'd go to. I don't think I'd go to salmon.
Especially if you're going to steal it, right?
Yeah.
Would you put it in your pants, too? You're going to smell like salmon for weeks.
It's hard. It's hard to get rid of that fish smell down there.
It is. It's terrible.
If you're shoving it in your pants. Yeah. Look, if you're going to go, you got to do the lobster. You got to do something. It's got to be worth it. You don't salmon your
pants.
Crotch. Yeah.
Salmoning. Just listen, salmoning anywhere.
Yeah.
Salmoning, just stay away from fish, body parts, you know what I mean? All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, that's what did make the show. Podcast will be up in just a few minutes. I'm going to turn it over to Jess. 1059themountain.com is where you can get the show, or anywhere podcasts are found. And again, don't forget our good friends at Blossman. We're going to go visit them a little bit later today for the white goods sale. Friday, 10 to 7. So, you got any parting words? Maybe the King, the Chompers, anything from Jeff?
Any parting words?
Yeah, any parting words, Jeff?
I've had enough words.
Attention, everybody! Rocking the mountains for over 15 years. This is WTMT and WTMT AC1 Weaverville. Black Mountain. Classic rock. 105.9 The Mountain. An Asheville Media Group station.